Why did you always get cast as the businessman?
When I was in acting school, I went to two different acting schools, and every time I got a role, I was automatically the businessman. And the reason is that I went to business school, and for my undergrad, and when I grew up, I was around this business environment because my parents were entrepreneurs, and I just learned like that type of lingo. One of the teachers at Beverly Hills Playhouse, where I was like 5 years ago, um, she said that you have that language and that way of speaking in your back pocket, and they thought it was a natural extension of who I was, I guess. And I didn't like that. I didn't like that I kept getting cast as that person because I didn't see myself as that person. But as time went on in my life, I spent more and more time in that environment. I worked at Wells Fargo Bank when I was in college, and I took economics. I had minors in the business school, and I just thought about this stuff. I studied it, and I learned that lingo. And I, people just thought I was a business person. That's essentially what it was. That means I was giving off that vibe, that like professional, formal vibe. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's a it's a it's just a dimension. It's a dimension of what I am in total and in full, because now I make songs and I give speeches and I make videos, and that has nothing to do with business, not the art of it, at least. The reason it bothered me is because it wasn't me. Yet somehow I knew in my heart it wasn't me. Yet somehow it kept on coming out over and over and over. So maybe it was me. Maybe what I thought was me and what actually was me were two different things. And I want to do a lot of things, and that's been my problem. Like I'm good at a lot of things. Like I can write music, I can give speeches, I can play tennis, I can teach people things. Like I've done tutoring for a while. I've done and I've been a lot of things, and I don't know which exact one to fixate on. So the beautiful thing about acting is that you get to learn about a variety of different things. You get to embody another character. You get to live their life completely and fully. Um, Maybe I should be an actor. Maybe I'm acting all these roles out. Maybe it's all like a play. I don't know. But my struggle right now is finding what it is I'm really supposed to do. When I was in India a few months ago, or a few weeks ago actually, I was working really hard on my music. I was taking singing lessons, I was attending music programs, and I was in a studio recording a set of songs that I've just released actually. And that was who I was in those moments. When I was playing tennis, I played a lot of tennis and fitness training. That's who I was in those times. So which one of these things am I? I'm none of those things, actually. Not completely. I am in the moment that I'm doing them. There's this line in a Beatles song called Love You Too. It's on Revolver, which is their 1966 album. And George Harrison, who wrote the song, he says, "A lifetime goes so fast. You turn around, it's past. You don't get time to hang a sign on me." And it's a song about love, right? It's a spiritual song too, about transcendence and moving beyond your worldly identities and so forth. And all the identities are temporary. All the identities take a certain course of time. From the time you're a child, you're doing different things. You're drinking milk. You're learning how to ride a bike. You're learning language, and then it just changes as a teenager. You get more clothes conscious, probably more focused on your status and stuff, and it just continually evolves. And then we get into old age, and then that's a new role and a new identity. But I think it's good that I kept getting cast as a business person, because it showed me that though I can do it, though I had that understanding, the fact that I didn't like it indicated that I was too much of my dimension, too much of myself was concentrated in that dimension. And it showed me that I need to look deeper and become more free, more flowing. Like why didn't people look at me and think, I'm a singer. Well, I didn't sing back then, right? But why didn't they think I was a? I don't know. There's a whole lot of things that I could be. Um, so yeah, I didn't like being cast as a business person, and I hope that if I step into acting classes and stuff again, that doesn't keep happening. It could, but who knows? But the larger point is that it's important to just know that each of these things are who you are in the moment, and that when it's time for those things to evolve, you should be able to evolve and let the life and moment carry you into deeper and more impactful and important and meaningful things.